Un aplauso para mami y papi, porque en verdad rompieron.
Hello everyone, welcome. Actually, for the chosen country for this cross-cultural communication and negotiation study is the United Arab Emirates (UAE). The UAE, one of the most important business hubs in the Middle East. Major cities such as Dubai, Abu Dhabi attract international companies, investors, and tourists from all around the world. The country is known for its multicultural environment, modern economy, and strong international trade connections. Rationale for choosing UAE. The UAE is highly relevant in international business because it connects Asia, Europe, and Africa. Many multinational companies establish regional headquarters in the UAE due to its strategic location and business-friendly policies. The country has culturally diverse population with people from different nationalities working and living together. Understanding UAE cultural helps business improve communication and negotiation with Middle Eastern partners. Other than that, Islamic value and Arab tradition strongly influence business ethic and professional relationships in the UAE. The UAE emphasizes trust, respect, hospitality, and long-term relationship in negotiations, making it an example excellent of cross-cultural business practices. Importance in cross-cultural communication. Business interaction in the UAE often combine modern global business practice with traditional cultural values. Another line, foreign negotiation need to understand communication style, respect hierarchy, and practice patience during discussions. Learning about UAE culture can help avoid misunderstanding and create stronger international business relationships.
Just call on me, yeah. Just call my name. Like you me, just call my name. I'm yours today, baby. In the middle of the night, I'm the one that got crazy.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, loud and clear.
Great. Thank you again for arranging this online meeting before our trip.
No problem at all. We thought it would be easier to discuss a few details beforehand so everything can go smoothly once you arrive in Dubai.
Yes, definitely. We just wanted to confirm the schedule and understand how the meeting will be conducted.
Of course. So the first session, we will mainly focus on introduction and getting to know each other better before we move into business discussion.
That sounds good. We appreciate that approach.
Yes, because here, building a good relationship is very important before discussing agreements or contracts.
I see. That actually quite different from how meetings are usually conducted in our country.
Yes, business meetings here are often more relationship focused, so we prefer taking time to establish trust.
That makes sense. We're also looking forward to learning more about the business culture there.
We will be happy to assist you during your visit. So if there are any changes to the itinerary or meeting arrangement, just feel free to contact us anytime.
Perfect. Thank you for your time today.
You're very welcome. We look forward to meeting you in person soon.
Likewise, have a great
You
day.
too. Goodbye.
In the UAE, negotiation usually begin with relationship building. Emiratis value trust and personal connection before discussing business matters.
Hi, welcome to Dubai. I hope your journey was comfortable. Please have a seat.
Thank you very much. Everything has been great so far.
I'm glad to hear that. Is this your first time visiting the UAE?
Yes, the culture and hospitality here have been very
That's
impressive.
wonderful. In the UAE, I believe that strong business relationships are created through respect and mutual trust. Please have a seat. I hope the weather here has not been too overwhelming for you guys.
Not at all. Everyone here has been very welcoming since we arrived.
That is good to hear. We always want our guests and business partners to feel welcome and respected during meeting.
I appreciate that. It creates a positive environment for discussion.
Yes, I completely agree because in the UAE, business relationships are often built over time and not just through contracts.
Emiratis usually prefer creating a friendly and respectful atmosphere before moving into negotiation. This helps build trust and long-term partnerships. So, we are excited to explore a potential partnership with your company.
Thank you so much. Professionalism and long-term cooperation are very important to us.
We also value respectful business relationship and hope this discussion will benefit both companies.
I completely agree.
In UAE negotiation, formal communication, respect for hierarchy, and professional appearance are highly valued. We would like to discuss pricing, delivery schedule, and future collaboration opportunities.
Of course, let us review the proposal carefully and find terms that are suitable for both parties.
Would there be a flexibility in adjusting the delivery timeline?
Yes, we are open to reasonable adjustment that supports a successful partnership.
That sounds fair. We appreciate your willingness to cooperate. In UAE, negotiation often involve discussion, bargaining, and adjustment before reaching a final agreement. We understand that important decisions may require time and careful discussion.
Yes, in the UAE, negotiations are usually not rushed because long-term relationship and trust are more important to us.
That makes sense. We believe patience leads to stronger business partnerships.
Exactly. So I believe this agreement will create a successful partnership for both companies.
I agree. We look forward to working together.
Thank you so much.
Overall, successful negotiation in the UAE depend on patience, hospitality, professionalism, and strong relationship.
Excuse me, how much is this?
100 dirhams.
Okay.
But for you, my friends, I will give 70 dirhams.
Walking away in silence is an effective negotiation tactic in the UAE or the Middle East in general. One party can make an offer, and if the other party reacts by staying silent or showing subtle rejection, it can lead to getting better offers because silence is uncomfortable and not getting sales hurts the sellers more than it hurts the buyer. This kind of negotiation is usually done in stalls or markets, not professional business settings where formal connections are expected from both parties, because it is a rather impolite gesture, yet easy to walk out of. Plus, it benefits the buyers and has become a common bargaining behavior in the UAE. $50 dirhams? This is so expensive.
It's okay, I can let it go to you for 40 dirhams.
30?
35.
Okay, deal.
Okay, deal.
In many parts of the world, price anchoring is very common, especially in malls and advertisements where the prices of items are shown as reduced from its original price, whereas that reduced price is the real price all along. This tactic attracts more customers, In the UAE, it's a bit different. Initial prices of items displayed are very high, like ridiculously high, even for products sold at street markets. This attracts customers to bargain with sellers and agree on a lower price. However, customers will walk away never knowing the real price, and sometimes the price offered after negotiation is still high for items that are not of high quality. If the sellers are in luck and get obedient customers that don't challenge their prices, then they can easily earn a lot. But if the sellers get feisty customers, then they have no choice but to win their hearts and money.
Excuse me, how much is this?
One for 20 dirhams. But if you buy 5, I can get you for 85 dirhams.
Wow, that's a steal. Okay, I'll take 5 of it.
Okay.
Buying in bulk is a foolproof way to ease the negotiation process and unlock a much better deal. When customers purchase multiple items, they guarantee the seller a larger and faster sale, making them far more willing to drop the price per item. It creates a quick win-win scenario that builds instant goodwill and opens the door to their best wholesale discounts.
So, tell me about your product.
So, my lipstick is a product that
In the UAE, building a rapport is more important than just making a transaction. For instance, two parties don't just meet, do business, and then leave. Instead, they have a small talk about the products or anything that they have in common to build a friendly atmosphere. The cultural reason here is that the UAE practices collectivism, where they see more value in being a group compared to standing alone. This is applied in weighing decisions or opinions because group interests will be prioritized over an individual's. In addition, opportunities are more likely to be given to close relations, so relationships need to be built to form a bond and convince clients to give them a good deal. Being a part of a network gives you access to more resources. This proves that building a rapport goes a long way than just making transactions.
would you like to have some tea?
Oh, sure, thank you.
Okay. Now can we talk about business?
Oh, sure, let's get into it.
Okay.
As explained in the previous clip, the UAE values relationships in doing business. And to build relationships, something must be done to initiate it and show a good impression, which is why it is common practice for sellers in a traditional souk to offer a drink, and customers accepting it is a sign of mutual respect and signals for a longer negotiation.
Excuse me, why is your product a bit pricey? Other businesses sell it for much cheaper.
Well, look at this lipstick. This actually has a very good ingredient for you, and it's not going to darken your lips. And it has a skincare ingredients in it. So your lips is not going to be chapped or dry. It has collagen and hyaluronic acid. And we use a very high quality ingredients. And also we already tested it. So it's safe for you to use.
Oh, I see. Thank you for the clarification.
Sure.
Well, I think I'm going to buy one.
Thank you.
As a Muslim-majority country, Emiratis practice Islamic business ethics which require them to be honest and offer mutual benefit, meaning that sellers must be transparent about their goods quality, while buyers are expected to pay a fair price which allows sellers to make a modest profit. When both parties respect each other, their interaction builds trust and possibly lead towards a genuine relationship. In addition, the buyers will remember their seller's business for being authentic and repeat their purchases, or even recommend it to others. To the seller, this increased sales is their risk or reward for practicing honesty in operating their business.
Today I will talk about how UAE manage their decision making in workplaces in terms of cross-cultural management. So let's imagine this.
You have a great idea at work. You are excited. You think that your idea will change everything.
But in the UAE workplace, you cannot just start doing it immediately. In most UAE companies, decision making is usually made by the top board. They are centralized.
Wait, What is centralized? Well, centralized is one of type of decision making. So let's talk about centralized and decentralized decision makings. These are two different ways organizations manage authority and make important decisions. In a centralized organization, decision making is mainly controlled by top management. Employees usually report to higher authority before making major decisions, and instructions often come from senior leaders, and this creates a more structured and organized working environment because decisions are controlled from one central point. In contrast, decentralized organizations distribute decision-making power across different departments or teams. Employees and lower-level managers are given more freedom to make decisions related to their work. This allows organizations to react more quickly and encourages employees to contribute ideas and solutions. One major difference between the two systems is speed. Centralized organization may take longer to make decisions because approval is needed from higher management. Decentralized organizations are usually faster because teams can act immediately without waiting for permission. Another difference is employee involvement. In centralized systems, employees may have less influence in decision making. Meanwhile, decentralized systems often create a more collaborative environment where employees feel more trusted and valued. Communication styles can also differ. Centralized workplaces usually follows a formal chain of command, while decentralized workplaces often encourages open discussion and teamwork across different levels of the organization. Overall, centralized decision-making focuses more on control, consistency, and hierarchy, while decentralized decision-making emphasizes flexibility, faster responses, and employee participations. So even if you have a very good idea, you have to consult your senior management first, or your senior executive, or your top manager. For example, you might say, hey, I have an idea to improve company sales using social media. But the response is usually something like, well, good idea, we will review it first. And then you have to wait for approval. This shows that in UAE workplaces, leaders have strong authority and employees have to follow a very clear hierarchy. One interesting fact is that this system makes decisions more organized and more controlled because everything is checked by the top management. But sometimes it also means that these decisions can take a little bit longer because they go through several levels on called it as a bureaucracy. Decision making in the UAE is that the process is not only focused on speed or efficiency, but also on maintaining professionalism, respect, and strong workplace relationships. In many UAE workplaces, especially in larger organizations or traditional companies, communication with leaders is taken very seriously. Employees are expected to present ideas respectfully and professionally. Because of this, decision making is often more formal compared to some other countries. For example, before presenting an idea, employees usually prepare carefully because they understand that managers and senior leaders play an important role in approving decisions. The way someone communicates, behaves, and respects hierarchy can influence how the idea is received. This creates a workplace culture where employees are more cautious and thoughtful before making suggestions or taking any actions. Instead of making quick, independent decisions, many employees prefer to discuss matters with supervisors or managers first to avoid mistakes or misunderstandings. At the same time, this system can create a strong sense of structure within the company. Everyone understands their responsibilities and knows who has the authority to make final decisions. Because of this, companies can maintain order and consistency, especially in larger organizations. However, some younger employees or international workers may find the process slightly challenging at first because they may come from different cultures where employees are encouraged to make quick decisions independently. So overall, decision making in the UAE is not just about who makes the final decision. It is also deeply connected to workplaces, respect, communication style, professionalism, and maintaining good relationships within the organization. In conclusion, now we know that UAE follow a centralized leadership style where leader will make the final decisions while employees will just follow and abide the structure. And that's how leadership in UAE works. Simple, structured, and very leadership-driven.
Hello everyone, today I'll be discussing communication style and conflict management in the United Arab Emirates and how this cultural factor influence business organization. In the UAE is known for the strong emphasis on respect, professionalism, hospitality, and relationship buildings. These cultural values play a major role in the way people communicate and solve conflict in the business environment. Understanding this communication and negotiation practice is very important for international business because successful partnership in the UAE often depend not only on business strategy but also on cultural awareness and mutual respect. In the UAE, communication style in business are generally formal, respectful, and relationship-oriented. Verbal communication is usually polite and indirect. People often avoid speaking too harshly or saying no directly because maintaining respect during conversation is important. Business discussions are commonly calm and professional, especially during negotiations. Non-verbal communication are also play a major role. Eye contact used to show confidence and sincerity, while respectful body language and facial expression help create trust between both parties. Professional appearance and posture are more important in business meetings. Communication preference can strongly affect negotiation outcome in the UAE. People who communicate patiently and respectfully are more likely to build trust and achieve successful long-term partnership. However, aggression or aggressive communication or impatience may negatively affect negotiation and damage professional relationship. In the UAE, conflicts are usually handled in a calm and respectful way. People generally avoid open confrontation or aggressive arguments because maintaining dignity and positive relationship is highly valued in the culture. Instead of expressing disagreement harshly, problems are often discussed diplomatically and professionally. Another important aspect of conflict management is respect for hierarchy. Senior manager or high authorities are commonly involved when resolving important disagreements because their opinions are highly respected. Patience is also important during conflict resolution. Decisions are also not usually rushed, and both parties often take time to discuss solution carefully in order to avoid damaging the relationship. Cultural values such as respect, professionalism, and mutual understanding strongly influence the way conflicts are resolved in the UAE. The main goal is usually to solve the issue while maintaining trust and long-term business relationship. To conclude, communication and conflict management in the UAE are deeply influenced by cultural values such as respect, patience, hospitality, and relationship building. In business negotiation, indirect communication, professionalism, and strong and personal connection helps create trust and long-term partnership. At the same time, conflicts are usually handled calmly, diplomatically in the order to preserve mutual respect and maintain positive relationship. These cultural practices demonstrate that successful international business is not only about making profit, but also about understanding people, values, and communication style across different cultures. Thank you for your attention.
In conclusion, the UAE has a unique business culture that combines modern international business practice with strong traditional and Islamic values. Successful negotiations in UAE depend heavily on trust, relationship building, respect and hospitality and patience. Communication style, verificating behavior, and decision-making process is by cultural, traditional, and social values. Understanding this cultural difference can help international business communication more effectively and build stronger partnerships. Further reflection. This exploration shows that cultural awareness is extremely important in international business negotiations. Other than that, business people who respect local custom and communication styles are more likely to achieve successful outcomes. The UAE teaches us that negotiations are not only about profits, but also building long-term relationships and mutual trust. This insight can be applied globally because every country has different cultural expectations that affect communication and business behavior. By understanding cross-cultural difference, companies can reduce misunderstandings, improve cooperation, and succeed in international market. That's all from us. Thank you.
Welcome to Sheikh Mohammed Center for Culture Understanding. Our signature is open doors, open minds. What we mean behind that is you can simply ask any questions at all. Hopefully by you guys asking questions, we get to learn and we get to know more experience and culture about our country. Now the very first thing that we do, we offer our guests the Arabic kahwa, which is the Arabic coffee. Now alongside we offer also the dates. So we do have three main ingredients in our coffee. The coffee will have cardamom, rose water, and saffron. Now we do also use some postures and gestures. So you could have something important and you don't want it to get interrupted. So if you wish to have some more coffee, you simply extend the cup. By extending the cup, this means I'm willing to have some more coffee. Now if you had enough coffee and you're not willing to have any more, you simply give it a slight shake. So shaking it means take it. If you told him, please, I had enough, I no longer want it, he's gonna again put it for you till the next day, right? So the way to tell him is by giving it a slight shake. Older days, they used to hire deaf people. So the silent servant will be deaf in regards of having the whole conversation not to go outside the house or the room. But nowadays, as I said, he could perfectly hear us. We do have also an old history. The coffee was originated and it was firstly found in Ethiopia. They didn't actually know what to do with it. The animals started to eat the coffee and be energized in a way. So the humans were like, what should we do with this? They didn't quite know what to do with it. And then it was found again and discovered in Yemen. In Yemen, they actually knew what to do with it. They started crushing the coffee beans, roasting it on fire, and finally blending it with water. And they came up with the final coffee in a place called Makha. Remember this name? Nowadays, if you go to Starbucks, if you go to Costa, all the well-known coffee shops, it's switched into mocha. So nowadays you will hear mocha cafe, mocha frappuccino. It's because of the area that's called Makha. I've reached end of our session. If you have any further